Okay, so hey, what's up, guys? And we are into 2023. And since 2023 has been started, there's a lot going on into the tech market. And as I believe the next trend is into the batteries. And we want to talk about everything in this today's video. So this is Captain DRS. You're watching Chaos and DRS. Let's get started. Firstly, why? Why actually I'm talking about this battery tech? See, the more into we are getting is the EV and peripherals like smartphones and stuff like that. Uh, the tech that provides a lot of big support from the backend is the battery, and this is going to be a next generation tech in 2023 there is a lot of innovation tech going on in EV sided stuff and also in on smartphones, so we gonna be talking about only on smartphones. And there is a lot going on with the on smartphones currently going on. And yeah, we want to talk about each and everything. What is the things which will be making this battery tech go boom and make it sound really crazy? So at first we got is the power adapters. In a lot of sense, we have seen the power adapters goes crazy up to 240 watt, 120 watt, and even charge wirelessly with a 50 watt and more than it. And it kind of say really crazy when we heard that my phones can charge like at this speed, at this speed, but still the flagships of each and every brand are still stuck up to 45 watt of wire charging and stuff like that. So it is kind of say really crazy that all budget sided factors, all the budget sided brands are shifting to that 240 watt, 120 watt, 110 watt, 150 watt. They don't nowadays. It is common to see a 15 watt of power adapter, 10 watt of power adapter, 25 watt of power adapter, and soon we're gonna be seeing 68 watt of power adapter will be a common. Currently 33 is getting into the trend of that 15 and 25, but yeah, still we are adopting that ways, and we might even see by this 2023 a 300 plus watt of capability power adapter. And it won't be sounding crazy when we are already into a 240 watt of power adapter era, which is kind of say really crazy. And that's why it is kind of the really first thing which I want to be talking about. Also, the evolution of the power adapters has been happening. We have seen a lot of technologies from a lot of tech brands and super fast charging, fast chargers, lot of things are there, super vogue, dash charger, etc, etc. Each and every brand has its own representative of this power adapter, so it is kind of really nice. So software with the battery, software with the battery, in a sense there is a kind of a say only one brand has to be Apple who have done this. Battery health is there, and they provide a lot of software based information for the battery, and they knows what it does and where it is implemented in the settings. So there is a complete dedicated section for it and everything like that in a lot of brand smartphones. And a lot of brands are having a dedicated option through improvise your battery by keeping limit up to this percentage. As if on a Samsung there limit up to 85 percentage for saving the battery and stuff like that. It's kind of a really nice thing, and they might be taking it to the next level with the Android 14 as per some rumors. Battery health will be completely going to be available for each and every Android smartphones. Kind of a really nice thing. And there are some third party applications who shows the battery health and the Android side, which might be also providing a lot of information. And we have seen a lot of brands improvising themselves with the batteries, in a way of the providing the best information as possible. What is the current battery percentage, what is the current battery generation, stuff like that. And you can easily find it everything, what is the battery type and what type of battery it is, everything like that, because there is a lot of type of batteries too. So the next thing is definitely going to be the actual batteries. I'm talking about the smartphones, nothing EVs and stuff. only smartphones. The current smartphones batteries are kind of say sensitive. Definitely are sensitive. They get puffed off. They get die after certain times, and they need it to be recharged. They get even blasted in certain conditions, and so on, so on. So brands are forcing themselves to make sure that the battery can be more and more aggressively better and in a really best quality. And since electricity and water both are negative to each other, so they are planning in a way that we don't need of any other energy than water for the phone. So this is a very futuristic stuff, and it will take a lot of time, but yeah, nice to hear that. And so the battery, actual battery, will be implementing itself with a new generation, and it might even not die. It might be the one with 100% living long, which is kind of hard, but let's see if any brand does that. The currently we are seeing that mAh, the battery mAh basically, when there is a high power adapter, the battery mAh goes down, and battery actual mAh, if it 4700 mAh with a 120 watt, 5000 mAh with a 180 watt or anything like that. If it is having a higher watt power adapter than the low battery, so it is kind of a say really difficult for a lot of users, because see, everyone don't wanted to carry the power adapter with them actually everywhere. They want a phone which lasts a complete day, which processors are implementing them with a better battery backup and stuff. But sometimes if it's 4700 mAh, sometimes it might not last if you do a heavy task on the phones, so they need it to be done, which might comes with the dual battery technology. There are currently only certain brands who are taking themselves ahead with this, and needed to be done in a lot of sectors, but it will take a time, and it is a costlier tech in a lot of regions too. And in a budget side, there is a real big race going on with this power adapter. Yes, we have seen 15, as I told you, 15, 25, 33, 30, 18, each and every type. 68 watt there is even 75 watt, 120 watt, 110 watt, 100 watt, list goes on and on. So it is kind of like that. And sometimes we have also seen that 6000 mAh battery is there, and the typical battery is 5998, and it's common. Basically it's a common thing because it can't be actual 6000 mAh, because there is some space to gonna buy a lot of juice inside of it, which is kind of needed. Now, why this battery is going to be the next generation of the trend battery. Basically, we are more into getting into the battery, or you can say this electronic peripherals, and battery needed to be as more as possible. That battery requires a lot of different type of stuff. That is carbon, nickel, not carbon basically, carbon, nickel, zinc, alloys and stuff, etc. goes there is a big list which comes together to make one actual battery. And so it is going to be on the trend, because we are moving into this electronic era, and we are taking out as much as possible this petroleum and etc stuff which are fossil fuels, and taking those aside and moving on to this actual electronic world. So it is so. And there is also the second reason of this trend. The European Union told it that we wanted every smartphone to be having the wireless battery, so that they can remove it and swap it, so to reduce the e-waste. And it makes a lot of sense. If the battery gone, pop new battery and done. But it also takes away the IP rating, and a lot of things might even get cheaper. Phones back then weren't having the back glass, so it was easily takeable. But if you break the back glass, it's gone. But yeah, if they knows what to do, and they will be doing in their own way, as they have done with the Type C. So yeah, that's why it's going to be happening. If you thought any new ideas, if you have, let me know in the comment section down below. why this battery is going to be next generation of tech. And this was Captain Diaz. I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe, stay connected, like, share, subscribe, gonna be appreciating our work. Peace out.